Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I am Peter, that is Tim, and we are going to talk about Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2, Episode 6. It's called Trapped Inside. Full spoilers for the episode, as always, on this show. So, I think the show is doing a very good job of keeping the pace up. Like, I feel like they almost could have went on a lull episode after last week, and they chose not to. We had this Siege episode where they go back to Ash's dad's house, and they kind of have to hold up. It's Ash, the usual team plus Linda and her daughter, and Pablo's going all nuts because the book's writing on his skin and he's in pain and all sorts and shenanigans. How did you like this one, Tinny?
I liked it a lot. It's keeping the story going forward. With all the stuff with Pablo and Ruby and everything, but the real highlight of the episode though was basically what Ash gets up to and has to fight, and I thought that was really, really cool. A lot of cool scenes with that.
Yeah, they went in this interesting path, but while Kelly and Linda are dealing with the angry mob, which is led by the sheriff, who's been kind of corrupted by Baal, who's sort of like he's taken over this woman's skin, and she's kind of like whispering in his ear, and he's led this angry mob of townsfolk who all think Ash is responsible for people dying, and they are throwing stuff at the house to try to get in. They've got guns out, and there's a lot of fun stuff with Kelly like shooting out into the crowd and like saying really like violent sounding threats, and then like too much,
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying that stuff. In fact, speaking of Kelly and her like sort of bond with Ash, that one moment where she says shove it up his ass, she reiterates what he says, and he says, the daughter I never had, and she sort of winks at him. It's just nice little moments.
Yeah.
But that's almost just like a sort of side thing. That's just sort of good. Well, it's not a side thing, but that's what's going on whilst the main
like B plot or whatever you say.
Yeah. And even, the stuff with Pablo, it's just, they're trying to get the right passage from the book written on Pablo's body, which, sure enough, by the end of the episode, Ruby's convinced that the right thing's there. She's also wounded, though, and hurt, and Kelly now knows she's not immortal. But the main thing in this episode, the thing we really want to talk about, is... First of all, Chet seemed to be masturbating with Cheryl's clothes. Cheryl, of course, is Ash's sister, who was in the first movie, and was the main deadite in that movie. I say main; they all ended up being deadites, but she was the first one. She was the one that really became the. What was it Ash says? She was branch.
I thought it was brain smacked by a tree or something like that.
No. It was like branch banged or trunk pumped or something. It was something like that. It was like, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I thought I thought it was like smack or something, but I might have misheard it. It sounded like branch bang might have been it.
Yeah, it was definitely something. It cracked me up whatever it was, but he said it so quickly. But yeah, so there's this really cool effect where her photograph in her room starts bleeding, like from the eyes, as if it's crying blood.
I thought that looked really cool, like especially since it was kind of like the frame was already cracked.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like maybe it was coming out of the cracks a little bit, but like also like her face and I think, I don't know, it seems like kind of like a simple effect, but I just think it's like really cool whenever like something bleeds.
Yeah. It's really simple, but it looked really good. So props to that.
And it's also like, I'm sorry.
Oh, you go.
Oh no, it also just kind of reminds me of like, it seems like a very kind of like gothic thing to do, but like in a modern setting. Like I feel like, that could be something in like, that you would see like in a gothic horror movie, like a statue bleeding or something. And I think this is cool, like doing like a suburban way of doing that.
No, I agree. But this blood leads to the bringing back of Ash's sister. In a way, it's a deadite. It's like, and it seems to be. It comes from this other stuff that's going on in the house that raises the evil, but it latches onto her clothes and reforms her. And much to my pleasant surprise, they actually had the actress back from the first Evil Dead movie, which was really impressive. Actually, was not expecting that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, and it's funny because like I've seen Evil Dead like so many times, But like if you asked me who that actress was, or just showed me like a like picture of her, I probably couldn't, pick her out. But immediately seeing her in this setting, it was like, like instant recognition. Like I was like,
Yeah.
holy crap! Like,
Well, they helped you out a little bit because they had her wearing basically the same outfit that she had in the movie. They'd
yeah,
obviously done her hair to match the hair she had in the first movie. And it was obviously her because had they cast a lookalike, why would they have cast someone who's like the same age as Ash when she technically
true,
should still be, 20 or whatever she was in the first movie?
yeah,
Uh, but no, it worked really well. And actually, I loved the her and like Chet, the hints that they had something going on behind Ash's
yeah,
back was good fun. But what I thought was really funny about her is that when she went into a deadite mode, and she like turned deadite, it was almost kind of creepy how she looked the exact same as she did in the movie because the makeup
yeah.
covered, her age, like her face, like was now got this makeup on it, and because she has the same hair, she legitimately looked like she did in the first movie. It's actually kind of cool just how accurate that was.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool, and then just again, just gives like a nice like little nod to the first movie. And I like when it seems like, oh, like like sometimes when you like watch like a something from like an older franchise, and then you feel like maybe like people on it might be kind of jaded or like over it. Like it's cool to see like original people being on board, and
Yeah.
you
Well,
know
if I was to hasten a guess, I'd probably imagine because obviously the way they made the first Evil Dead, it was like they went out at the weekends and stuff, and they
it's like
shot
a
it
bunch
over.
of
Yeah,
friends
it was
and
a bunch of friends. So
yeah,
I would almost guess that the reason why they did get her so easily is because like the Raimis are still friends with her.
true, yeah.
um, like I haven't looked into it, I haven't looked at her IMDb, but it wouldn't even surprise me if she actually has like not been acting for a while. Maybe that's not the career path she actually went down. I don't know if it is. Maybe she has been
Yeah.
acting all this time, but
And I checked her IMDb real quick, so I
oh, there
might
you
want to
go.
go back and look at it. But it looks like she has appeared in like a lot of other like Raimi stuff. Like it says she was in Oz, and also I guess it said like she had like her voice was in last season or something uncredited, which I don't know if
Ah,
that was
okay.
maybe like a flashback thing, or I
Ah.
guess also the Evil Dead remake. It said like she had an uncredited like voice thing in that too, which I thought was interesting.
Well, clearly they're still friends.
Yeah.
Clearly they're still friends. Yeah, that's the point to take away from that. But no, all the stuff that comes from this is really fun, and I think what's really refreshing about it as well is that it's almost like this season after the first episode has kind of been away from Deadites, which isn't a
Yeah.
big deal. It's not a problem. Like it's nice that the show's exploring other things from the book, other types of demon, keeps it
Mhm.
fresh. But because it has been a little while and it's been like 4 or 5 episodes, it actually is kind of like, all right, we're back to Evil Dead now, and it's a
Yeah.
Deadite, and she's saying Deadite things, and she's
Mhm.
saying things like she did in the first movie, and we have her killing Chet by putting her hand right through his chest and
Yeah.
coming out of the wall and trying to like chainsaw Ash and all that
Yeah.
stuff. All good fun.
Yeah, and I think like there's like some like legitimate like kind of like creepy stuff in it, and that scene with Chet was actually like pretty sad. I was like, oh, like I felt bad for him.
Yeah, but it was also
Uh,
really funny because Ash was like, "No, I know Chet would never betray me or lie
yeah.
to me or do anything like, behind my back," and he's like, Ash, maybe that's sorry,
Yeah.
Chet. Me too.
Yeah.
So good. He was clearly masturbating Ash. Come on, he was being
Yeah.
a creep over her clothes. Come on, Ash, wake up. But so much fun. But it also leads to a great like final moment where the plots kind of like interconnect, and at the
Mhm.
end of the fight, Ash kicks her outside and goes outside in front of the angry mob, and he's like, "Look, I don't kill people. I kill demons. I'm going to
Yeah.
prove it." And she gets back up, and they recognise that it's his sister, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Wait, that's not possible." Like, and he shoots her. They're all horrified and stuff. Like, you just shot her again, and then she
Yeah.
gets back up and she's all deadite, style. And we get
Yeah.
this great display of him being a hero and like
Yeah.
putting on the boot of the car, or the trunk of the car, sorry, and standing on top of the car and like chainsawing her head off. Which, by the way, great
Yeah.
effect. Um,
Yeah, that looked really cool, and I really loved this scene. And like the series in general, I feel like a lot of times like subverts my expectations because I I really thought, and I think that's what a lot of like shows would have done is he was gonna kick her out, and then she was gonna be all normal, and everyone was gonna he's gonna be like, oh no, look, I kill demons. Everyone's gonna be like, oh well, no, like she's not a demon or something, and then he'd get in trouble or something. But it looked like I thought maybe they were going for that for a second, but then
Tim, I love that you phrased that as he'll get in trouble or something. They think he's just murdered someone in front of them.
Yeah.
He'll get in trouble or something.
they'll all be mad at him. But no, it doesn't do that. She does she does take a few seconds to get up, but then she does, and she demons out, and and everyone sees exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then and also earlier it doesn't do like the other trope where Ash sees his sister and gets all sentimental, and
oh no, he's immediately lock and load. Yeah. Baby, it's time to go. I'm going to kill you again, sis. So yeah, like that was really fun. I don't know if I didn't think at the end it was possibly going down that route where they were going to I don't know. It felt like the moment where he was going to be a hero in front of everyone in his own really weird, goofy way, which was goofy because as he's cutting off the head, there's this guy who's standing there getting sprayed with blood, and at first it's a little bit, but then it cuts back to him and he's still standing in the same spot and he's just drenched in blood, and I'm like, look, Ash has to get drenched in blood. He's cutting. You can back up, sunshine. Just take a step back.
He just has such a great reaction on his face, which is just this kind of blank stare while he's just getting sprayed.
Oh no, it's so good. And then the townsfolk cheer him, and it feels like a great moment. It feels very, I guess, Army of Darkness a little bit. The way that they all sort of embrace him,
Yeah.
In a way. So, no, good stuff. And obviously we end with Bal showing up, and it seems that Bal kind of warps perspective, the perception of people around him, because no one seems to notice that Ash is talking to him, and then that he gets knocked out. We don't know how much people are actually aware of this, because they seem to not be reacting to it. So, but Bal's met Ash, and I wonder if Ash is going to shove that pet finder GPS down his throat.
Oh, maybe that'd be interesting.
I hope his plan works. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope his plan works.
Yeah, and then there was some cool shots too, he gets knocked out at the end, and then you see kind of the camera fall down from his perspective, which felt reminiscent from I believe there's a scene like that in Army of Darkness. And then earlier too, I think when they're doing some stuff with Pablo, we get the scene of the evil running through the woods, which is always nice to see.
Oh yeah, the deadite POV flying shot thing. I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, that shot that's in all Evil Dead movies. Yeah.
And it's I guess it's probably just kind of a quick, easy thing to do, to tie it into the other movies. But I just love it because it just feels so so much like the movies and stuff.
Yeah, it's really, really cool that they brought the sister back in this way, and we got to see her, and we got to see Ash interact with her and kill her again, and it just it's fun, but B, it does tie it into the movies in a way that I wasn't expecting them to do. Probably, if you'd asked me at the start of last season that we're going to see other characters from it, I'd be like, no, not really, because Ash is the only one who really survived. So,
I doubt they're doing this in Lethal Weapon or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not. But no, really good stuff. I thought a lot of the characters had nice little moments, but this was mainly the Ash show. This was the Ash and his sister show. And Chet. Yeah. Chet's the other unsung hero of the episode.
R.I.P. Chet.
Yeah, poor Chet. But he went out a pervert, and that's the only way you can go, in my opinion. Yeah. It's the only way you can go. So Bal has Ash, seemingly. We'll see how that plays out next week. So that's episode 6 of season 2 of Ash vs Evil Dead. Let us know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. It helps us out a lot if you do. But thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.